And welcome back to the gameplay video by walkthrough DCS World. And this one, let's continue. Maybe. Maybe I'll get that on the sale. We'll see. It depends on it depends on when the credit card turns over. Also, because my aunt just gave me $60, I'll be getting that 15 early. If I would have got it all otherwise, that seems like a good use. And yeah. But today we are going to today. Well, no, so I figured out how to work the weapons on the F-4C. Apparently there's a master arm switch, and it's located in a really bad spot for me. A really, really bad spot. But thinking about it, if you weren't flying in a simulator and were actually in the actual aircraft, and it was 1960s, 70s, 80s to today, and you were proficient in the aircraft, and because you've flown it for a couple thousand hours in training, it's not a terrible spot. It just doesn't point out the fact it's a switch, just like the Tomcat does. Kind of does, I think, but it's not too obvious. We'll see. You'll see in a second, because I'm gonna have to do some nonsense to get this ball rolling against the S-22. And this is before I'm gonna neuter S-22 by taking away its MRAMs, because I'm not gonna use MRAM. I'm not gonna use Fox 123s on it. Just take out Fox 2 fight gun in Fox 2 fight, because um they can't dodge for none. So I got my controller. My controller is ready. Are you ready? Yep, good. Alright, it's back. Alright. Oh, come on, what happened other than... Can you make up your mind? Oh, they do nothing. No wonder it can lock on. General, I mean general. He's in F4. Oh, I don't have the lock. Okay, that makes sense. Because they're really just... You do selecting? Like up, down, left, right? No. I'm supposed to select it. Now, I heard that the heat cooler fam is going to be the E, which is what I'm most used to, at least nowadays. When I first started it, I actually preferred the early models for some unknown reason. With Strike Fighters too, Vietnam, so yeah. Master Arm. It's an NBC order, isn't it? Yeah. What's that? Weapon Genie on this? I hope that kept the other one too. More me into worst thing to ever happen. Nah, I overrid it. Okay, that's fine. Seriously? What's that? I saw no Master Arm or anything that could be Master Arm to me in my from what from what I can understand. So we're gonna have to try hard. We're gonna have to look at the actual label of the thing of the Switch to find it on this nonsense. Because Master Arm should be right here, but it isn't. Maybe it's under arm. No, no, and also lower here. don't know why axis is backwards, but it's backwards. I'm the one putting it on myself. I don't know why my gun sight's not on either. Also, I don't know why I don't know why that you thinks I'm like the most threatened in the world compared to like everything else. Wait. He's already on me? My missiles aren't firing! That's annoying! Why did they put the switch in such a bad spot for me? Why is it in such a bad spot? And why can't I find it in the listings like on my controller? Oh man, it's so stupid. Oh, so I use the master arm off with the radar on? That's an interesting decision. Yeah, I wish you could have that plus. Nope. Uh, heck, my brain. Like, I'm having to focus on so many things and I have ADHD. What do you want from me? But I just figure out what the thing's called. What? Oh, jog bone panel. Oh, that's why I missed it. Okay. Continue. That makes sense. Continue. Continue on. This is why I need online. we're still alive. Oh, we're dead. We're on something. You at least have a gun. You at least have a gun. Okay, so in order, okay, so I need to do left, right on the D-pad. Right. What we got? Up. Got locked, but okay, why aren't we firing our missiles? Because not liking this. And then we y'all behavior in DCS. Oh, but the Phantom can go with it though. Come on. Another pot spin. Throw off the burner. We lost complete flight control services. There was not doing us any favors. Dodge those! How did he dodge those? You never dodge anything! So the all station should work, it just doesn't. Like again, it should be a toggle, but oh well. I'm recording! Missile. Oh, they've been tracked. That looked like a track to me. All the dots are lining up. That's what I'm gonna say. Fine. Look at this. Oh, they're not messing. I did not mess around. Again, this one that has ADD autism, and this is not helping. This is not easy. On, look up. Lock. He beat our lock? He beat our lock. Man, this reminded me less of the Tomcat and more of the kid jet. Or the Saber. Not good. I mean, it's the 2X. Why is he firing his gun? Is he firing his gun? Who's firing the gun? Or otherwise, what's that sound? If that's not gun firing, what's that sound? I mean, it's a really poor rendition of gun firing if that is a gun firing sound. But no one fired their gun. That is going to the law, which log lies these days. On up. Playing. Oh, I wasn't moving over hard enough. Hey, that's a slow F4 too. I'm not used to that F4 being this slow. That's everything. F4 is supposed to be fast. That's the Martin standard. Again, the labels in this game suck so much. Why? It looked like it was a mile away from me. Or at least 500 yards. Not like in my face. It's really hard to dodge missiles when you can't see them. On. Or. Oh, we got with the missiles. I need to have my gun up anyway. Oh no, it's the aircraft falling apart. That is. Lock no lock. The heck does that? Oh, that's Sidewinder time. I want to hit the missile. Son of a. We were shooting missile. We were trying to shoot a missile down with our missile. It's like shooting a missile with a missile. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're shooting missiles with missiles. Okay, let me think about this. Oh, we do the replay, which I know is going to suck, but yeah, we're going to watch it anyway. You know what they're doing? They're lobbing themselves. Blinko. Triangles will be second turning. I got him! As a mutual kill, okay. I think I'm in the replay if we didn't get him in real life. In real life, question mark. I'm probably turning on the HUD and the HUD and whatever this is. Insight. It's like saying, that makes sense. On missile status. Missile, perfect. That's right. Brother. Oh yeah, that's definitely their printing part. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hey, my guy. My guy. Alright. Launch all missiles in the world. I got us. I was expecting my missile to hit him, but oh well. Did he die though? No. We know what to do with. We want missile status. We want the missile station. All. We want missile all stations. Instead of whatever the heck I have it on now. Journal? On. Lock, 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 lock. Oh, wait. Lock, 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 lock. This is locked. Well. Wait. Port now. I didn't fall for it. I don't like how I'm using my stratagem of EX stratagem of just got missile, shoot missile. I see a phaser. Lock, 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 lock. I know it's enough for you, but lock. Yes! That's a really good lock! Ah! I remember these are fun. Right. Ah, damn it, down, John. He's dead, though. He's dead, though! If only I had destroyed the missile! If only I had destroyed the missile with my missile. Alright, D-pad, left D-pad. Jeez. Lock. Lock, lock, that's a good lock. 1, 2, dodge, bees, ya, fool. Wait, missile. So out. Gotcha. You're dead now, boy. Oh, I lost lock on him. Alright. Consciousness because I just my consciousness fading. Come on, come back now. Okay, let's ignore this. Not quite the desktop. Friggin' light mouse being light mouse. Being very sensitive. And my mic got unplugged. Oh, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, essentially we're just refining our techniques. And where our techniques of and turning all the switches. And turning all the switches, realized that I had the dog foot, like the anti-ground station enabled, so the anti-air station enabled on my gamepad, which is bad. So it's master arm, missile status, visual station turn on the HUD, which I usually press F4 with the first ones. Yeah, epic block by just spamming away on. No. Way thing. There we go. Actually, it's better just to go for the missile last because we're using Fox here. Try. Don't get knocked out. You do a G-suit in this list. There you go. He's that thing. He's always the last spot you look. Oh, that. You have a lock. You have a lock. Come here. You don't. Okay, so we can't two-circle them because they'll turn into a one-circle without our flag getting knocked out anyway. Interesting how you can do that with this flag not getting knocked out. It is more advanced than us. Master pitch, a missile. Wow, get a lock on the missile, get a lock. Are you missing Jester yet? Yeah, if you're asking that, then yeah, I kinda do. From that Tomcat, jeez. Jester would be nice for that bounty. To be fair, although Jester is as slow to get a lock as his plane is. And like the older planes you go up against this thing, that just have the bottle with F-22, the more fast you have to be. Unlocking that, I don't care what you black airframe. Hit the throttle, go around the turn. Which is going to take advantage of getting those up. Yep. Oh, that's textbook on F-22's part. Yeah, we're going to kill F-22 in the first onset. But the thing is, these are Fox 1s. Okay, throw these Fox 1s. Good luck, now good luck, now good luck, now good luck. Sparring, he's silent. That's fine. Oh. I mean, another thing about J-forces is the longer you have, the longer you sustain them, the more likely you are to get knocked out or die. So if you pull 1,000 Gs, but only for one plank second, you're fine. But pull 2 Gs for 50 hours, and you're not fine or whatever. Or, I would say three. I would say three. I would say not. I would say 5 Gs probably. 5 Gs for 10 hours isn't good for you. Like, that's the thing. We get a lock on them, but we need to defend ourselves. Only see them. Oh, because we're putting our gun jam. Air breaks out. I'm just not. Oh, there we go. There's click again. Lock, give me a lock. Give me a lock. You have one. You have one. Guard missile. And we're on the 6th. Oh, I got blocked out. It's so random. Why is DCS random in ways that make no sense? Like, why isn't that progressive fade to black instead it's like you're good, you're not good. I don't know why you're not good, you're just not good. You just get locked out of nowhere. Like, what was that about? Come on, give me a lock. I thought I logged on to the missile. It did not. Again, because of how primitive this radar is, you have to really interpret it. Essentially, it's just a bunch of straight lines telling you that you got a good lock. Unlock. There we go. It's good. Yeah, they did not recommit. Also we switched to PCB mode. So you can't let them go. You can't let them go, then relock on. That's not how they work. Cloud. Oh, no. Oh, he cut that way back. Okay, let's go in vertical because we're a freaking Phantom. Let's go. Oh, it's just gonna be ground color. On. Rudder. No, don't get in the flat spin. Come on, speed up your Phantom. Speed up your Phantom. Get your nose on target, boy. Time to line up. Time to line up. Missiles away. Fire everything you got. Where are they going? Generate file for H22. What? I only let go for a second. Wait, there was work covering that. Well played. Yeah, I think fire one missile have a lock. The fire another missile have a lock. Or lock? Fire missile hold that lock until it's all used to you. Then switch to another missile. You can't just spam them with Henry. For later sparrows. Out. I tried. We are in the one. We are in. Let's go to one. The guy really likes to invert turns. Oh, no, that's maybe why. I guess Ben didn't want it. And doing the randoms. Like you full afterburner, you're going 500 miles an hour with full afterburner. You follow the sky stall. What? It makes no sense to me. And that's kind of like a DCS thing. Is I don't think the spam does that in Microsoft Flight Sim. You have to try. No, so that was a pretty good 44 minutes. I think the VSN module needs some stabilization. It's a little choppy right now. It needs smoothing. It needs smoothing. It really needs a lot of smoothing because compared to the F-14, for example, like the closest module, like the F-4 is in between the Saber for me and the F-14 for me. It's really in between the VSN F-4 C, which I think it's completely free. I don't think you need I don't think you need the Fleming. I don't think you need the F-15C anymore. But no, it's really in between those, which is good. And I do like how they picked the early Phantoms, which is something that Heapler may not do for a very, very long time, if ever. Whereas they're doing the E, which is the most prolific model, and basically the peak, and then basically the most general F4 you ever seen gaming. So hopefully there'll be tons of mods to turn into the JKI and a bunch of other things. The Israeli version instead of just cosmetic changes, stuff like that. But I really enjoy the F4C. Again, it feels odd when you're in full afterburner going 30 miles an hour. You just drop out of the sky. That doesn't seem like how planes work. But that could be just a DCS simulators. That could just be a DCS game engine thing, or their general flight model for DCS World could be that thing, because that's been the thing that's been ruining modules for me since we got the Mosquito. Is you're doing stuff and then you're in a flat spin, which is very unrealistic to be going Mach 70 and then you turn and you're in a flat spin. Of course, you're not doing that. weren't doing that, but I'm pretty sure we were going at least 30 miles an hour, and then we suddenly get into a flat spin in a Phantom, which is a highly stable aircraft. I understand if it were, for example, the F-16 with FCS off, and you were doing it at 200 miles an hour around your stall speed, and then you do a hard turn, and then now you're completely out of control. Which, remember, even with the Grinelli F-22, you can get into a uncontrollable flat spin. So that may just be a feature of DCS. Uncontrollable flat spins are just your daily allowance for the day. Like, you gotta be really worried about them, and you gotta be really worried about your plane stalling unevenly and just stalling randomly out of nowhere, which is really stupid. Like, what's the rudder doing? Like again, like going back to that example with the Tomcat, you could be in. Forgive me, I don't know the word. I don't know the actual word of this maneuver, but you're making a U. Your nose is up. You are fully turned on your side, and you're pulling to the right. And if you stall, you're now going the opposite direction, and you're going straight down. That reeks of just bad simulation. Because no other simulator does that. War Thunder doesn't, Strike Fighter didn't, X-Plane doesn't, X-Plane 9 didn't. Alright, Microsoft Flight Sim. I haven't pushed any of the fire jets really hard Microsoft Flight Sim yet, so I presume it doesn't do that either. Ace Combat doesn't do it. They say Ace Combat, it's very on rails. Uh, in comparison to a full simulator. It's just DCS is very odd when it comes to its stall mechanics and how they just come up at you and make your plane do the most random dumb stuff. But yeah, and that really should be fixed. If that is true with DCS, that DCS has always had since the early 2000s, at least DCS World since release have had this weird mechanic where it has this weird function of the simulator, of the background, of the general flight mechanics of DCS, which, albeit they're weak in comparison to X-Plane, which is super strong, at least in comparison to X-Plane 9, where they are the flight mechanics. But the general flight mechanics of DCS will have this work where your stalls happen a ton and they're hyper random. At least in the EFM model planes. And the SF model planes, no, they actually fly better. They fly more realistically at and beyond the limit than their EFM model variants. Maybe it's how their model. I mean, it's also how their model interacts with DCS world, just default physics model. It's very odd. And remember, I've been having this issue with every EFM plane I've tried, every single one. So it's something with EFM that causes your yaws to be really funky, or your stalls to be really funky, and your stalls to be really funky essentially, and you to stall out really, really easily, even at full afterburner going 30 miles an hour. Actually, let's see that. Let's try that. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm right. We're on a default map. Yep. Let's get out two planes. Actually, let's get out three planes. You? Whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. 14B. GP35C. And how about the Mustang? Air Force aiming. Two. Let's get an A-10A first. Definitely at first. Oh, so that's another benefit. Actually, yes. Oh, my controller's off. Okay, let's fly straight, full power. Alright, hot shit. How about let's not go up? Number on your left, 3-digit number on your left is. It is not that. See, that makes sense to me. I'm able to get out of it pretty nicely. Wobble's fine. That's a bit random, but it's fine. Now we should be out of it. Now we're nice and stable again. Agent A being slow as ever. Let's do F-14B. I'm not sure what's happening. Probably one right. Also doesn't have a head. Else. Slap back, so let's slow down. Since so far, oh, out of it. Now say I'm falling to the right. What am I falling to the right for? On, get back to the left. And now it's in a crazy spin. Why is it in a crazy spin? You're stable. I think you're stable configuration. Yeah. Just what? What is this behavior? I'm full afterburner. What is this behavior? Now we're almost dead. See, that shouldn't be. He shouldn't be in this situation. Are you gonna bail? Nope. Slot. F4C. I don't know what my speed is on this thing either. Well, airspeed. It's right there. I also don't know how fast can go on either. Well, let's just do this. Do it gently so we don't murder ourselves. Let tunnel vision be our guide. We're going, and then we're gonna just come to a skull. And notice I do let up on the. I do initiate my throttle so we don't turn this hard. Fitting to. Oh, there we go. Okay, what you gonna do? Good. There you go. There you go. There you go. Full throttle. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. And we're in a visual platform. I mean, on we're pretty much dead. FBI code. Why is this only making it first? Okay, that's not realistic at all. Why is full throttle making us just spin faster instead of, pushing us forward out of the spin? I have literally never heard the Phantom be considered a unstable death trap before, but I guess it's the first time for everything. So let's look back at these three. We should have done the P-51, but I'm pretty sure it's obvious that this one DFM models are all funky. Keep an eye on the bottom left of that jargon on the bottom of the screen. And we're trying to do 100 knots. I said we'll do the 100 knots is the speed. It should be 100 knots above all the stall speeds of all aircraft. Although to be fair, I was doing it from 100 knots to stall in the turn, in a non-hard turn, for the most part. Just as a journal example, nonsense of stalls and everything but SFM. That's murdering our speed. But we're able to maintain it. We're able to maintain it even doing that insanely hard maneuver. Let me get out of it. And that is with using air brakes and flaps. And we never dropped all those 200 knots during all of that. To be fair, it's an A-10. But I wonder, because I do want to get the A-10C one day, just have an EFM A-10C. Or just kind of have an EFM A-10 just like the F-15E is the EFM F-15C. Because I can't see my speed, it doesn't involve another thing at that. We'll be doing it from a much higher speed. Yeah, much gentler turn, we're annihilating our speed much easier. Until then it's not an 8-10 straight wings. And this is the swept back wings of the in this swept back wings mode. Like in the time they took to do all of its nonsense and recover, the Tomcat just annihilated just 200 knots. That may be it. That may be it. Aircraft with EFM lose their speed too easily. and then they do some really random nonsense stunts there around their stall speed. Oh yeah, it should be around its stall speed because we didn't break 100 knots in the downward direction. We haven't broken the 100 knots in the downward direction, but as you can see, we are essentially dead because we're now in an uncontrolled platform. Now we swapped over to the Phantom, it's gonna be the same result. I'm guaranteeing you it's gonna be the same result. So not only in EFM you lose way more speed, but you also get a functional flat spin a heck of a lot easier than an SFM. I do like the smoke. I do like the smoke showing that we're going on off. Now we're in our turn again around Tomcat. And this is without flat air brakes. Unlike the A-10, which was with flat air brakes being an A-10. And they kill their. I mean, the Phantoms were slippery, then the. No, I'm more. We lost it. 150 knots, we lost it. Now we're in uncontrollable flat spin. Even with full afterburner coming on in a second. There you go. 119 knots. We're doing 119 knots straight down in a flat spin with afterburner. That doesn't reek realism to me. Like, why does our air services just give up like that in DCS? Like, why do our flight control services just give up so easily? It seems very unrealistic and unsafe. It could just be me, though. But then again, if every other sim's an agreement, and I've never seen anyone talk about I mean, yes, the F-14 is an unstable death trap at times. The F-14 does get uncontrollable flat spins, but notice being a control flat spin with the F-14. Really something totally different. More like a leaf in the wind type of thing where we're doing rolls, pitching nonsense. Whereas with the Fan, we got an uncontrollable flat spin like it would with the F-14 in real life. And also, I guess there are two things I need to research real quick. One is F4C, F14, the stall speed. Hey, come to save me. 173 miles per hour that we extended? That's really high. Okay, excuse me. I mean, I guess the stall speed's accurate. Oh, it's gonna be that's War Thunder. Yeah, you can find it. Never mind. But yeah, even for that, I presume they're gonna be pretty similar with the F4 being even higher, around 200 maybe, because of how slick it is compared to compared to basically the plank, compared to the plyboard with two by fours for wings. That can go back and forth. That is the F-14, where you got the round brick. You got the barrel with almost delta wing with the Phantom. So yeah. No, yeah. The stall speeds are accurate, but their behavior at stall and beyond it is is stupid. And again, with my previous experience with the F-22, which in real life is, which in real life should not get into an uncontrollable flat spin with SCS on, of course. Even without it, I can easily induce one. I'm going to show it to you, probably not, but I have done it in the past on this channel, but anyway. Because we're kind of out of time for right now, for this episode. So yeah, no, it's just, yeah, weird stall behavior in this game. Which, to be fair, I mean, to be fair, because flights and also weird stall behavior. Um, but not to this degree. Whereas, and also Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 has, it stalls by dropping your left wing and then forcing you to the deck. And then basically your left wing drops, then your nose drops, and now you're dead. If you're too low to the ground, if that happens. Whereas stalling in DCS is more, what's it going to do this time? Because it's completely random. With EFM anyway. With SFM, it's always beautiful. SFM is perfect. I don't know why stalling is so bad with EFM and so perfect with SFM. I'm not quite sure why. And maybe that's all my issue. And maybe that's all the issues I have with the EFM modules is their stall performance is literally just random. Instead of following the dynamics of what your plane is doing, like, oh, you're stalling, you're coming, okay, you're in a climb, you're on your side, you're pulling to the left, and you stall, you should slowly drop. Your nose should slowly continue on that path because of physics. Instead of your left wing dropping and you go into and then doing the weird Tomcat thing that we witnessed earlier. So I'm not quite sure why they do that. It affects every EFM module, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure, based on the evidence that we have gathered, it works on. It's on. It's on the $70. It's on the $80 modules. It's on free ones. It's on. It's not on SFM modules at all, and we presume it's going to be on the Warbirds from the Mosquito. So yeah. And again, I could be completely wrong. These could be the correct stall mechanics for each aircraft. But considering the Phantom and the F-14 have the opposite stall mechanics of each other, if the Phantom stall mechanics is that anyway, if it's hyper stable, where it will do the thing I said earlier, where it's highly predictable what's going to do in stall. Let's just chat GTP that. See if he knows. Yeah. That's just general information. You son of a. Come on, chat. Come on. Yeah. It's not a it's not a freaking swatch that you can't get out of. According to Slimworks Studio's website, a makers of mods for games, and Sims, the stall of F4 frames characterized by slight nose rise and yawing motion in either direction. Did we witness that today? I mean, we were in a turn, but no, we didn't. Covering the stall is easily affected by angle attack is reduced by pushing the stick forward, maintaining neutral ailerons, and introducing excessive yaw. that's the thing instead. That's the first time ChatGPT actually failed me. Really badly. It usually fails me kind of badly. Like if it doesn't exist, I understand why it fails me. If it doesn't exist on the internet, sure, I understand why it fails me, but that should exist. Character. Let's try asking ChatGPT again. That's better. That's better. I'll do that. I'll like for that. I'll give you a like for that. Interesting. You think I'll be able to research that? You think that'd be a very well-known thing on the internet? It's not. That video by War Carroll. He used to be a backseater on the F-14 Tomcat. He's interviewed many pilots of various aircraft, uh, admirals and such, carrier captains, and the whole 9 yards. What I've made sustained and unnatural control inputs. According to this random site, that's part of that. Okay, that actually kind of enhances my point. Sure, thinking I know, but like there should be an answer to what to the call some characteristics. Of course, you can read the manual, but if not the DCS will travel. Like, why would I be in the DCS manual? I'm, no, I'm saying that from my own experience from DCS manuals, just being reps of Wikipedia manuals for the FCS modules or having very limited in-game information and sim information, like how different controls function on, like how different, like what you need set up for your flights, for your HOTAS, for example. It'll be very useful in every single one of the manuals. Very limited to one of them, which is the free frog. But anyway, so that's a long story, which we've been over many times on the channel. But yeah, I really enjoyed the VSN F-4C module. Sorry, the video has kind of been taken over by the fact that DCS has really weird stock characteristics. But you know, VSN, if you're watching, I would 1% be the first people to fix this, please. I love the fandom, and I would be most honored if you took this video and ran with it and fixed it so the F4C stalls and how it should. Even if it is some tinkering to counteract whatever DCS World physics engine does. Um, because I think that's half the problem. DCS World's physics engine is so esoteric, mainly because it's old and has been pushed to its limits, much like the Halo Infinite engine has. The Split Space engine, because they're both a similar age, um, albeit that the DCS engine has not been pushed as far as the Subspace engine has Infinite, which the Subspace engine has been has started to show signs of being pushed since Halo 3, a decade ago. More than a decade ago. So yeah, no, not more than a decade ago. Like, a little less than a decade ago. Like, no, yeah, more than a decade ago. More than 2013. So yeah, but DCS, it does have limits to its internet showing, but it's not to that degree. However, there probably is some coding in DCS that is very esoteric, and if you don't catch it, it catches you. Like for example, this weird stall force that doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, oh, actually, before we go, let's just stall the thing. Let's just hit on the brakes and see how it stalls, shall we? Because that's all I want to get information for right now. Also, the flight manual should tell you about stalling. Yeah, weird shit. I haven't checked it yet. Yes, it doesn't come with manual yet, unfortunately. But anyway, go face the other issue. The heck? Why? What? I don't talk to anybody. Just want to do one quick thing. I swear. We gotta figure out what that bug is because it's annoying me. It annoys me with its existence. About 5. Is it down by 1? I don't know why the default frequency would be invalid for no reason. Maybe player? Oh, there you go. Don't know why yeah, let's do this. We are going to simply throw the girl back and sit still. That's what we're doing today. That's simply what we're doing. F split. Scroll all the way back. See Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Let's level up our nose a bit. See Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. This is how the famous people lose speed. To be fair, that is a flaw of Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Don't lose speed for easy. As grab boost under, we should start falling. And yeah, you can see our angle effect going higher by yeah by by the cost. No, it has a stall speed like 140. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's a stall speed of 160. So the stall mechanics is correct, except when you do this. No, that's really pretty stall. Let's do sound weapon. See, that makes more sense because we were so slow. That makes sense because we were so slow. So it's some it's something about doing a harsh turn while in the vertical, like like when you're pushing the aircraft to its limits and beyond, where I belong, where I push vehicles to, and myself, to be honest, when you're pushing stuff to its limits and beyond, and it doesn't perform how it should in real life, I'm guessing because something really complicated, like a lot of complicated interactions are happening, which causes it to freak out and just say, "You're stalled now, boy," and you stall and you fall off the sky and the flat spinning did some weird stuff. Uh, kind of seems like the flat. It kind of seems like this. It kind of seems like the when you're pushing aircraft beyond the limits and you get bitten for it, and the sun just comes up and bites your head off for it. Maybe it's because it's confused based on its coding, because remember, each aircraft in DCS is hand coded for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Like DCS World should have been a brand new engine that had its own mechanics for how planes fly, and all you need to do is just make a model, which people take 10 years to make models for this freaking game. 10 years to make a model, add weapon systems to it, and then you place it in, and it should fly realistically. Um, the flight mechanics should be the basics. Should be the basics of your plane, of your module. Should be the basics of your module. It should not be weapon systems. Although they introduce you, so it's kind of what you want. But anyway, like you shouldn't have to take a long time to do your hand coding. The hand coding should be adjusting it to in the sim to make it perfect to what it will be in real life, not making it good enough to fit into the sim. That should be just you plop in an appropriate model and it works, just like Explain 9, for example. But yeah, I haven't heard ED ever think about, fixing it with their new engine updates. Maybe they can't at this point without releasing a whole new game, which do we really want them to at this point? I mean, it's a very odd situation. It's a very bad situation because DCS World works. It's just it's really quirky. Albeit, I'll take one quirk. It's weird saw mechanic, even though it's a really bad one for me, because I'm always running that Razor's Edge all the time. Then I'm running that Razor's Edge all the time. Then you know, with the oh jeez, what am I thinking about? I lost my train of thought completely. I mean, I'll take one quirk over the tons of quirks that Microsoft Flight Sim, and I'll do some more big cat and War Thunder. And I guess it's combat. But anyway. Alright, so that'll be our first video. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this video, me. Also, me, check out stuff in the description below, such as Thursday's Space channel, which, of course, best Space channel for watching news videos and get you kind of produce and share friends, food, and new stuff. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. And I guess, see you in a second.